Day 4. Today I wanted to talk about how I plan on making incremental progress on Reform, my SaaS, instead of exponential or whatever, a step change or whatever it's called. I'm in my garden at my cabin that I'm trying to sell, and I just had a plumber stop by, fix a nasty problem under the kitchen, and it's fixed, so I feel really relieved and thought it was a good time to do a video. While I need to do the walking. I think that's part of what's working in the video, so I'll walk around the garden just to keep the fidelity low. The reception of these videos has been incredible. Like freaking April Dunford, who wrote Obviously Awesome, chimed in yesterday on the video and helped me think through some Reform things. Pretty amazing. And the first 3 videos have had 5,000 or 6,000 views, I think, already. Pretty nuts. But anyways, so one thing I've realized is right now I'm way more excited about making incremental progress on Reform, something that's already working at a small scale. And I've done the really hard work already to put myself in a situation where I actually stand to benefit from any improvements on the Reform business, which I talked about in the first video a little bit, and I'll talk about more in another video I'm sure. Because right now, with a newborn and a part-time job and trying to sell a summer house and all this stuff, I don't think I have the incremental power or the 0 to 1 power that's needed to start a new thing. So I don't think that's the best thing for me to do right now. I have something that's working decently well that I can keep working on. And I had a conversation yesterday in the DMs with Ruben Gomez, and he helped me kind of see some things. And also in the thread with April, because she said she's reading her book. She's not very much into personas. She's much more, she's focused on other things. And one of the things she said yesterday is maybe you can just be more use case driven. And it just sounds so obvious. Well, she wrote a book Obviously Awesome. It's so obvious to me when I think about it, but it makes sense for a horizontal product. And it kind of made me realize that Reform started as an extremely horizontal product, and there's no rule that says that just because you build a horizontal product you have to eventually pivot it to be a niche product, unless you have $100 million in VC funding or something. So it kind of gave me the confidence to say, screw that, Reform is still a horizontal product like it always was, and it's okay for me to keep making incremental progress on it and see where it takes me. And Ruben Gomez from DocSketch, whoa, blast from the past, that's been rebranded to Signwell, which is an incredible product, much better name, signwell.com, I guess. He said, so you just want to keep it horizontal, add more exciting features, and see if that helps you, kind of find some people to double down on, and or use cases that are interesting. And that's exactly how I'm kind of thinking about it right now. And in one of the videos I talked about building something I think is exciting. So it sounded like I'm just gonna build only what I think is cool and not care about what customers say, which is not what I meant. So I thought about 3 easy ways to just start basically on making incremental change. The first one is the one I already mentioned, just building stuff for myself that ideas I have that aren't really necessarily validated yet, but are just me knowing Reform, knowing how people use it, knowing the product really well, what I think would be cool and would unlock more things for people. Basically give them more tools to play with and see what they do with it. The other thing is, we get a lot of feature requests, which is great. And my friend Matt Wensing always says that when you get, a lot of feature requests that are not the same all over the place, what people are really requesting is more flexibility. So kind of goes together well with my first, with number 1, just give people more tools, give them more flexibility, see what they do with it. And then maybe the last one also ties into it, because that's using SEO to, I have done a lot of SEO for Reform, and it's doing okay. The kind of the play we have is doing templates, And the templates we have are very much based on what people are searching for in Google. So basically, by looking at what people are searching for, it will give me an idea for, interesting use cases, of course. So that's the third one. And then I think the next step, which is slightly, more involved, is doing more customer interviews. It's been very long since I've done a customer interview, but doing more of that. And yeah, I feel good about this, incremental direction right now, today. Maybe I'll feel different tomorrow, but that's sort of where I am in my head right now. And maybe I'll just cut this video short. When I started doing these, I was worrying that I wouldn't have enough to say for 30 days. But I think I have too much to say. And yeah, I want to squeeze too much into a video, which is why yesterday became too long. So I'll just end it here and save the rest for tomorrow or another day. Thanks for watching.